Right, hey guys, how are we doing? Back another video from Team 4-Star off of the 4-Star Bento channel. Continuing with the Dragon Ball GTFS series, covering episodes 9 to 11. This is where the weirdness gets cranked up just a little bit more with those three guys in the red suits, I do believe. I think that's where we're going next, because that last episode ended with one of them stealing the Dragon Ball and just flying away. So now this is where they try and start to have some sort of consistent story, if I can remember correctly. But let's see what these guys thought, shall we?
You know what?
Oh, and be sure to check out my Patreon page for... Oh, I remember this guy's character design. I thought it was really freaking cool. My Patreon page, I'm watching Dragon Ball, the original series on there. Just links in the description.
Say this. It's like the weird shit it pulls out of nowhere keeps me guessing.
Step into the grand tour of Dragon Ball
GTFS. I love that they did that.
Whew, another 3 episodes in the bag. Episodes 9, 10, and 11 of Dragon Ball GT. Featuring the Para brothers.
There we go.
Para.
Boom, pop, pop.
So hold on. You pause it real quick.
I can.
If I remember correctly, this is actually a whole arc.
Yeah, like I remember the episodes now they try and do like, yeah, a consistent story.
But okay.
Yeah.
Starting at episode 9, I don't remember, like, nothing really happened.
No, nothing happens in episode 9. It is so badly paced.
Like,
this is insane.
They have a space
Mushroom
chase that's literally recycling the same 3 shots like 5 times.
That's crazy.
And eventually they fly into a Star Wars worm nest.
Called Planet...
Bay, something like that?
No, B-A?
B-A?
Yeah, Planet
Planet Bihei. Okay.
B-A, which, that's not a planet.
It was an asteroid, which it gave me an entire thing, like where, like throughout the rest of this episode and a good chunk of
It's to look like it's as if they translated beehive and then just
the next one. I'm just thinking about this race of worm creatures that essentially devour planets like a parasitic species. I mean, that's way too small to be a planet. Not even a moon, let alone a space station. Could be kind of neat, like a giant, like, on a sci-fi sense, a giant worm that once it infests a planet, slowly eats it out like an apple.
That is actually kind of...
They always come up with really cool ideas that end up being so much better than what they went with.
Yeah, no, I can dig on that. You gotta wonder what these guys eat.
Planet.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. But like, sooner or later, they're gonna run out of planet, right?
Yeah. And I gotta imagine that then they float on an asteroid until it hits another one, and then they...
Huh.
I mean, they probably, like, hibernate or something. See, I'm coming up with a whole idea for, like, an entire race of space worms now. At least this episode's doing that for me. I will say, this show is anything... Like, it's boring, but at the same time, it keeps you guessing as to what the hell's going to happen next, because it throws logic out the window.
Yeah, it already threw logic out the window.
Reddick?
Well, it's logic or Reddick, depending on the dub or the sub.
But he's gone, never to return again. Instead, they have to fight worms. And I swear to God, like, the first half of that episode happened, I felt like 5 minutes had passed because nothing had happened. I'm like, that was it? That was the first half of that episode?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
That's half the episode so far? Jesus.
Yo, right? What?
What happened so far?
They chased the ship.
And repeated animation like 7 times.
Went to this moon.
I would love to know the budget cost as well, because if they are doing that, they must have spent a lot of money on this show.
Pan complained some more, because, I mean, what else is she doing right now?
And then it comes back from the cut, and it feels like an entirely different show. We're on a planet with this cult that's worshipping a statue that turns people into dolls.
With Mochi Mochi?
Mochi Mochi and their Lord Lude.
Lord Lude.
Lord Lude.
Send Ludes.
Lude. Send Ludes. Space Satanists. Satanists?
They're ludists. Oh, they're a king. Oh,
What I think is weird as well when you think about it, like these guys are all looking for these Black Star Dragon Balls. How do they know they're out there? The only reason they're out there is because Goku made the wish in the first episode, and then they went boo. Is there some sort of thing that tells everyone in the universe that they're out there now, or is it just word of mouth, or
oh, this is a sex thing. All right. I mean, they are Ludites.
So this will be the lewdest arc of Dragon Ball that we've ever seen.
yeah.
And Roshi's not even there for it, which is crazy. Like out of nowhere, I'm like, is this a glitch? Did we skip something? But no, the Para brothers are apparently like delivering the Dragon Ball to this deity,
Muchi-mochi.
Guy with a whip.
Muchi-mochi, who's the prayer giver for Lude, and he whips people, and then
Lude turns them into
dolls, which the guy then throws into a bucket, and it turns into water.
Energy.
I'm remembering this.
and then
Fills up a
yeah.
water vase.
So bizarre.
which is I guess a measure of like how close Lude is to being
Something.
summoned or
So why not just throw everyone else in there and
or revived, I guess.
Unclear. It is as of yet unclear in the past 3 episodes that we saw.
ルード様のお告げによればお前たちがドラゴンボールを盗んだ奴らは他にもう一個持っているそうだ
God.
Well, he's certainly well informed.
Yeah, how's
That is actually weird.
know?
Wait a second.
How does he know?
Wait, how? What? No, how does he know that?
Yeah, it's the information that gets traveled around in the universe is I want to know who's selling it because they're doing a good job.
How does he know that?
Well, clearly Lord Lude is able to...
But if he can, then why isn't he just sending? What did the other guy not know where to go? He said we have so little to go off of, but apparently he knows where Dragon Balls are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, simply
Clearly
yes.
just fucking with people.
I mean, I've got to assume he was.
If he knew that to begin with, he would have given them that information up front. Otherwise, he's just fucking with them.
Yeah, he sent him out. He sent him out with wrong information as a joke.
Psychological manipulation to make sure they don't get too comfortable in their position. You saw them, they were getting like, aha, we're gonna
yes.
be good here. Ah, fuck you!
Yep, exactly.
But we did get the scene.
Yes.
Episode
The dancing
10
scene.
included
There we go.
the scene.
Yes.
The para scene, and I will
why?
admit, in Japanese, not as good as it is in English.
No. The dub of that scene actually just genuinely is.
It's corny, it's awful, but it's kind of great.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm gonna give it that one.
Why does it feel like the American version had more of a beat to it?
Maybe he did.
May I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Bit weird.
You know what? Yeah,
For the
sure.
sake of it.
I beat so smooth, the rhymes are tight. Follow our lead, don't try to fight.
Huh, yeah, alright. I know it sounds awful, but...
It does, it has a better beat to
yeah,
it.
it
I mean, a little
does.
bit. Like, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Can I get a huh?
Can I get a huh? Yeah.
Oh, honestly,
It's the scene that like we couldn't ignore. It's the one scene we acknowledged in all of all of DBZA. The one GT scene that we acknowledged.
yeah, no, it is. It is the one in our quote-unquote canon.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say about this.
Honestly, it's
'cause-
hard to like. We were thinking about stopping at episode 10 to come back here and talk, but it was like all we have to talk about is the Para brothers at this point.
And they don't
Gotta have
like.
something
Okay,
else.
so one of the most interesting things actually about these 3 episodes are the worms. Their
Yeah.
designs are interesting. The way they actually
look
deal
cool.
with them is interesting because they apparently key
I
blasts.
guess they're indestructible.
Yeah, apparently key blasts don't work. Which, by the way, like I completely understand, and to a certain extent, I can respect how the writers wanted to take down the power creep.
Yeah,
because,
like stop having power levels really be a thing.
yes, they kind of are. They're
Yeah, because like end of Z, if you keep going, redonkulous, isn't it? Like, but at the same time, they do kind of like go back to it.
no longer really a thing in this. They're just like, no, this is an adventure story, not a fighting story. We don't have battle powers, so we're just bringing everyone down to they can fly and they've got super strength.
But then I don't think people like that, and then it's like, right, is it baby first? Baby first. Super Android 17. then the dragons.
Yeah.
And all the ki blasts, unless it's Goku's Kamehameha.
Everyone wanted Vegeta versus Goku again, so let's have Vegeta's body taken over.
Don't seem to do squat.
Yeah, and only if it's at the climax of an episode, too. Like,
Yeah.
it's there to actually solve a problem. Otherwise, it's there to show that the problem's real, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Goku's the Kwisatz Haderach.
Damn it. You got me for it.
There you go. Now use him as a weapon against the rest of them. There you go.
My god, I can't believe Goku's that strong. Shock horror.
Oh, yeah. I forgot. We're really strong.
Right? So they have to use strength. Like they have to throw the.
They have to hit a motherfucker
with another motherfucker, which I'm always a fan of, by the way.
Yeah.
Hitting a motherfucker with another motherfucker is in my top 5 ways to deal with a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And then they just end up tying all the worms together and throwing them at a wall, which works.
Yeah.
It worked.
Hey, effective and funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's probably actually it's kind of more interesting than most of the lewd stuff, if I'm gonna be really honest.
So far, although I'll admit, like, you know, we'll get to this. Near the end, there's like, okay, this is fucking weird. I'm in. What's happening?
Yeah.
And remembered she could fly.
I hope Giru pushed that. Giru's up there. I hope she's dead. What do you mean, what was that for? You've been beating on this poor robot ever since you met him. So the reason she ends up there alone is because she is on the Para Para Brothers ship looking for the Dragon Ball. Trunks gets off, and then it just autopilots back, I guess.
Yeah, because Giru says launch, and it's like, depart. And it's like, okay! And then it just takes off. Which, Pawn, for God's sakes.
Stop blasting off into space.
Yeah, but also, like, if you know the ship's going to take off, get out of there. She really is a kid, though. She's a kid. It's all right. Like, I get it. Opens the airlock. Okay.
Outsmarted, bitch!
Oh no.
Okay, Giru, way to go, brother.
Respect. Respect to the little ball boy. Why didn't...
They always spend too much time reacting to what's happened. It's like, wait a minute. Maybe we should have done something about that. Should be fine.
You immediately follow in your ship!
Maybe this is immediately after. Maybe
They went to the surface!
Weren't they already on the show?
No! They were in a cave!
So, poor Pawn goes in there.
Poor Pawn, yeah, poor Pawn, who's just been torturing Giru these past 3 episodes.
Obnoxious in these episodes.
She's so inconsistent.
It's like I said, like, at her best, she's the best. At her worst, she's the worst.
She's awful. She's just torturing Giru. Like, every time Giru's around her, he's terrified of her.
Yeah.
He's like a beaten dog. Just like, don't hurt me anymore.
I know.
And I was like, no, stop hurting the poor ball.
Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable.
Yeah, he doesn't
and
do
maybe the
anything
intent
to
was
them in a
Giru's
bad
supposed
way.
to be kind of obnoxious to folks, but he doesn't come off as obnoxious to me. He just kind of comes off as this poor little dude who doesn't want any of
He
it.
just wants to sit there and slurp his wires, you know?
Yeah.
He's just out there eating cell phones and
hungry.
just chilling, man. Just
Yeah.
trying to do his thing. He dabbed on the Para brothers.
Gotta respect the dab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have strong jaws.
I was gonna say, Goku's trying to pull them off. They're doing pretty well. Why is that a thing?
Goku, no! They're being... No! This is the stuff that I was actually worried about. Because the earlier stuff is fun and quirky and weird, but this,
Too
now we
much.
have like this serialized storyline, and all of the problems in the production are starting to show.
Yeah, the fact that this is an arc.
Alright.
You look this up. The next 3 episodes is the Lude saga, basically. Like, we're in the midst of the Lude saga.
I mean, if you really look at it, it's 6 episodes.
Which is a mini arc. Yeah. Like,
Which...
it's also more episodes that have been given to any other plot arc so far.
Yeah, yeah. This isn't really the baby arc yet.
No.
This is more the search for the Black Star Dragon Ball arc.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of, how do I put this? So far, it has just been...
Hurry up and wait is what I would call it.
Yeah. A bunch of... everything to do with this cult, this religion, is so boring.
Yeah, like, he's got the
It's very unoriginal, isn't it? It's very unoriginal.
ability to turn people into dolls like that one chick from Dressrosa.
Yeah.
And Pan goes in there to steal back the Dragon Ball that was stolen from them and delivered by the
One Piece reference, love it.
Power Brothers. And admittedly, like, you know, if this had more current comedy sensibilities, because they have that shot where, like, the guy's, like, talking all his big shit, like, the prayer giver is talking all his mad shit to Pan, and then he turns back to keep talking, like, monologuing to her, and she's gone. Were this in modern comedy sensibilities, they would have, like, a long shot of her walking away and then him yelling at her. But instead, she's just like, haha, got it, dummy. And then she gets turned into a doll.
Question.
Yeah?
How do they know about the Dragon Balls?
Don't know. Lude clearly knows.
Okay.
Maybe he knows in Namekian.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said at the start, it's like surely no one was searching for the Black Star Dragon Balls, unless they have. Unless this whole time, before Goku even made the joke, everyone in the universe has been looking for these Black Star Dragon Balls. But why would you, when if you make a wish with them, the planet that you make the wish on with will blow up in a year if you don't bring them back, and you know?
All right.
Although if he was sending people to hunt for Dragon Balls, why not just send a bunch of people to Namek?
I still maintain it would have been way more interesting if she just fought them all in one.
Probably. I mean, maybe not interesting, but at least it would have given Pan something.
Yeah.
Well, but that's what I mean, though, because here's the thing. This plot, okay, up until the very end of it, and we'll get to that, the plot so far has been boring as shit.
It has been. They seem like nothing villains. They're a spacefaring race that has a very medieval aesthetic.
Yeah,
Like
no.
almost Bronze Age, actually, like with a lot of their buildings and stuff.
It's like I said, it's an aesthetic choice. They're doing that on purpose. What it was they actually used to be far more modern, and then some motherfucker was like, return to tradition!
Something had to happen because they live in a house that looks like it's made out of melted wax.
Yeah, no, that thing looks like it was made on dung. Like, it is a weird looking
That's
building.
very weird.
So it's weird. I feel like the what do you call it? World design, like
Yeah.
it's not good. Like half the time, it all looks really.
Most of the planets they live on, especially if it's a evil planet or a planet with a problem, it's just a barren wasteland.
Oh yeah. No, the planets with like all the green and the beauty, those are the serene ones. That's where there's no evil.
There's no
even
bad
Mr.
guys
Wiggle
here.
Wiggle from
Yeah, they made friends
Tsunama.
with him at the
Yeah,
end.
they made friends with Tsunama. But no, this is the evil planet with the evil religious order.
with the cult,
Yeah.
and you know they turn people into dolls and then turn those dolls into water.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre, but I guess they needed to turn them into dolls so that Pan wouldn't instantly be dead after she got turned into a doll, which also very odd. When Goku and Trunks show up to try to save her, Goku just flies in and casually says, I don't sense her anymore. Wouldn't that mean she's dead? Like, in any other sense?
She's dead, Goku! And it's your fault, Goku! She's dead!
It's... I mean, it's fine, I guess.
He's got a gun! So stupid.
Okay, I didn't see that coming. That was good.
Yeah, fuck, just a
Whips out a gun.
Goku is so laissez-faire with everything in this. And again, really just does continue to be, like, a side character.
It feels like it. Like, he's there to, like, he's there in the background and then he solves the problem.
Yeah. Like, it's why I was hoping, like, Pan would go in there and just, like, have a big fight where she, like, and she doesn't even, okay, look, maybe she doesn't win, but, like, wouldn't it have been great if, like, she beats Mochi Mochi only for Mochi to take over like he does at the end of this actual episode?
Let's talk about that fucking twist.
So, after Goku and Trunks break in to save Pan, who, at this point, is now a doll and has been picked up by a person that we're not sure.
The guy with the
Just
hair.
random yellow glove has picked her up.
Yeah, after Mochi Mochi has been exploded in a rather violent looking death,
Yeah, after
honestly.
Goku kills his giant, honestly cool looking lion.
Yeah.
That is cool.
A lion?
私の可愛いレオンだ
Leon.
It's like a Ozaru cat.
That is
It's a cool looking cat.
That is cool. I do like that. That design is
looks
awesome.
like a Dragon Quest. Yeah, that looks very much like a Dragon Quest monster, and I dig it. No!
All right.
Brutal. That doesn't even shoot it. It's like directly, just crushes it.
Okay.
Thank you for not making that a thing.
Yeah. Oh, was it a robot?
Yeah.
The misdirect was real.
Damn.
Yeah, no, it's
That was cool.
after all that, Mochi Mochi has been defeated, killed.
The prayer
and
giver.
And the whip that he is using suddenly gains or
it starts talking.
expresses sentience, starts talking,
And then turns into a whip.
The
golden
whip guy. Yeah,
xenomorph.
yeah.
Fucking. It's got
Cool
that
design
elongated
as
head and
well.
like a whip tendril arm thingy.
Whoa.
I don't know, man. What is happening?
It's a cool design, but really stupid.
I'll say this: show's keeping me guessing.
Yeah, no.
It is not uninteresting, but it gets boring.
Isn't that the same thing?
No, not necessarily. You can be interested in something that's boring.
yeah.
All right, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
奴は俺のしもべに過ぎん
What?
What?
うちが一人でに
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
すごい木です
Okay. It's oh yeah, when Muchi shows up, it's like we are quickly losing our plot here.
Yes, somebody had a lot of ideas and didn't know how to fit them all into 6 episodes, so.
Yeah, oh god, this is 6 whole episodes. This is 6. Remember,
We're only halfway through these episodes.
yeah, beforehand we were surprised that they could like stretch out the money planet over 3. Mm-hmm. And now we're on a 6-parter with the Bone Potter brothers and Lude, which I basically say is all one long arc. It's all continuous.
So, like, the 3 episodes we watched today probably could have been an episode. Maybe 2.
I will say it definitely feels like it could have you could have had those first 2 episodes be 1. Easy, no question. Those first 2 episodes could have been
Because they also, like, fit a similar theme. Because the Para brothers, like, after they defeat the worms, the Para brothers show up and they, like, lay their trap. They're like, aha, now we got you dancing. But it's the worms that ultimately save them because they don't give a shit about the music or the dance because they don't have the limbs to do so. And they scare off they turn off the music, which allows the heroes to fight back. Which, by the way, also means that if those worms didn't show up, they would have lost.
Huh.
They would have just fucking danced themselves to death.
At the very last moment, the worms are actually their saviors. Part of me is like,
How strange
they beat
to
us.
think.
Now we serve them. We must save our violent.
Our violent saviors.
Well,
Well, not even saviors.
Yeah, it's weird. It's
They just hated
weird.
the music, man.
Yeah, no, they just hated that music.
Maybe if we left it on the dub, they wouldn't have showed up.
Yeah. Nah. Is this
is he
worm
jamming out?
dancing?
Do the worm!
They are, in fact, doing the worm.
The fist bumps.
Worm rave!
Like, look, if you have a 2-parter, I think that's fine. A 2-parter can work.
6
This
bars.
over 6 episodes is not working.
It's like these next 3 episodes are gonna have a lot of legwork to do if these previous, like, especially 9 and 10, those were like the worst paced.
Yeah.
At least 11 had so much going on, it felt like a schizophrenic nightmare.
That's true.
Wow.
And like, again, they just break in there. Giant lion, whip turns into monster. It's fun. It's fun. That one's fun. The other 2.
It's keeping me guessing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what's coming next, but I guess we'll go and find out next time.
On GTFS.
I'm really enjoying this. I can't wait till it starts getting to like the baby saga and all that stuff, and they start adding all the different transformations and all the other stuff, and like but until then it's these weird little story bits that they did. But yeah. Thank you to my patrons. If you want to have your name at the end of every video, I want to be able to watch patron-only reactions, such as the original Dragon Ball series. Links in the description to the Patreon page. $1 a month is all I ask to help support channels. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for that. Thank you all for watching. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of this? Click like, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave comments down below. Let me know what I should watch and discuss in future videos. And I'll see you guys, all you guys, next time. Bye.